Well, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. As you saw there from that opening clip there, it has been raining here quite a bit, and really haven't had a chance to record much. And the stuff I have been working on has been very tedious. Some of the electrical and what I'm actually under here, cabin one, what I just kind of finished up today. And I want to give you guys, I want to show you guys this to see if you, specifically, if you have any feedback on how I have things set up here. So since it has been raining, I've been able to get out here underneath cabin one and just kind of piecemeal things together step by step. And I'm, obviously talking about the plumbing. And yeah, I want to walk you through this to see if you have any feedback. I'll just show you how I've done it. And then if you have any feedback, please let me know, comment below, and we'll address it. So here we go. Okay, first of all, we'll start here at the end. There's a clean out here. This goes up to the toilet. All right, here's a Y with another Y. This is the vent here. This is the vent for the toilet. This comes all the way across and goes up. It actually shares the vent with the shower. I'll talk about that in just a second. But this goes up into the attic space, and then that's going to go out the side. So vent here for the toilet. Comes down. I've got a sweep here. 90-degree sweep. I come to another. This isn't the most easiest way to show this. Here's another Y, which takes the water from the sink. Let me swing around here and I'll show you. Okay, so clean out, toilet, vent for toilet, sweep 90, Y here. This is the drain for the vanity, and that will be vented via an AAV up in the cabinet. Okay, and this is off at a 45. Here's a Y, and this is off at a 45 as well, and that is the waste for the shower. So the water from the shower comes out of there, I should say enters the main line here, and this is another sweep, and this will dump down into the main line. So tracing this back here to the shower line, this comes down P-trap right here. I had a little bit of an issue because it came out right on top of this skid that's here. So I come straight down. I actually use an offset drain straight down to a 45 and then down into another 45 to bring it straight down into this P-trap here. Let's see, connection here with this is the drain for the shower. This is a Y. You can see on the other side, again, this is cocked at 45 degrees. This line back here connects up with the air line, the vent line that was with the toilet. And again, that goes straight up into the attic and eventually out. So that is the setup here. I'll just kind of poke you around a little bit so you can kind of see maybe something from a different angle that you do or don't like. Again, all my 45s, all my Ys are at a 45-degree angle. I know they can't lay flat. So that's a 3-inch pipe coming down from the toilet. Some of these, the strapping and stuff is kind of, some of this is temporary. This is just, most of this is just kind of pressed together. This main part here is glued, but most of everything else is really just here temporarily until I figure out, until I get the finalized word that, yeah, this is kind of how I'm going and everything seems fine. I did a ton of research and, asked questions kind of all over the place. And yeah, this is kind of what I came up with. So everything is sloped well, got no issues with that. And yeah, so this is kind of what we're working with. Hopefully this will be the final product. It literally took me, I don't know, maybe, I don't know, a good 4 days or so just to kind of get the idea in my head about how this will go and what the best way to do it. The things I don't like about it, this sweep here sticks out ever so slightly from the side of the cabin, the back of the cabin, because I eventually want to have some sort of skirting. I'm going to make some sort of wood skirting that's going to cover the underside here. So I hope I can just kind of nudge this back maybe a ½ inch or so, and so this does not protrude beyond that skirting. So that's what we're looking at. So I realized I didn't do a great job of explaining, you know, how this is going to work. I mean, you get the idea. We're going to let gravity do most of the work, but plumbing is, there are some very specific things about it, and I did my best to try to adhere to all of that. You know, I'm no electrician, I'm no plumber, but damn it, I'm going to give it a hell of a try, and we'll see. So this Santee here is on its side, but that is a vent line. All right, guys, that's the plumbing. That's what it looks like. I don't think I'm going to have any issues with that, but we'll see. There may be a strange little rule or something I may not have followed, but like I said, I did a lot of research, and I really kind of asked some questions to some folks who know, and they kind of led me down this path. So please let me know if you've got something to say about it. Let me know whether or not you've been a plumber for 30 years or every system you ever put together it looks like that or whatever. Let me know in the comments below, and you know, honestly, I really appreciate it. I've taken several pieces of information that have been given to me in the comments or via email about some of the stuff I've shown, and it has definitely improved, you know, the manner in which I am doing some things. So I really appreciate it. So with this plumbing being done, this is cabin 1, so the electrical stuff is already done here for cabin 1. So let me get you up, let me show you the box here. I've already shown you inside the cabin where all the outlets and all the switches and stuff like that are, but I don't think I've shown you the box out here. So let's get into that. Okay, so the first thing you're going to notice here, how the wires got from inside the box into the envelope of the cabin, and that was just with some LBs here at the bottom. So I've got 6 lines running through this one. This is a ½ inch. This is a 3/4. That's got 3 6-gauge lines. That is for my hot water heater. That goes up to the hot water heater via conduit. This line here is a 3/4 line. That doesn't need to be a 3/4 line, but as strange as I am, I wanted this to look somewhat symmetrical. So I didn't want another ½ inch here, and then it's just weird 3/4 out here by itself. So I got 2 3/4 and 2 ½ inch pieces of conduit here. So that is the front lights and interior lights and the porch lights that comes off of. So that actually comes out of this this here. That's UF wire right there. Okay, and then this has bushings on it and everything. There are no clamps here for these. So, and then this left one here, I've got 6 wires coming out of this as well. That's ½ inch, and that comes out of, or I'm sorry, that goes out to my outlets on the right side, and then the vent and the fan overhead, or the main vent in the room, and then the fan in the bathroom. So that's servicing all of that. So all of these are AFCI breakers. Okay, I've got 4 of them here, but they're tandem, so each breaker has 2 20-amp switches. So I've got plenty of room. You see, I still have 1, 2, 3 circuits that I don't have any wires to. So then this larger one up here, that's a 60-amp breaker. That's for the hot water heater. I've got a double pole space right here because I'm not quite sure what my air conditioner, what size breaker I'm going to need for my air conditioner. So that's why that space is empty right now. And then my main breaker is right here. Main service disconnect for the cabin is right here. So that's what the inside of the panel looks like. And I still have 4 more actual breaker spots below it, so we can always expand on this. And if there's some sort of access, I need power to the access, or I'm sorry, access to power out here if I want to run lights. We have some other plans for, you know, around the cabins and things like that. If I need to get lights or if I need to get power for somewhere, I can come right in here and tap in off of that. So that's the box. And you can see Rebecca was out here. Looks like cabin 1's got some paint on it, or some stain. I'm sorry, that's stain. So this is the semi-transparent stuff that she was talking about. It's a beautiful matte green. It is fantastic. We love it, and it really looks good against that brown trim we have. So we're anxious to get some other stuff up to get the trim on. So that's where we're at with electrical out here on the backside. All right, guys, kind of quick and dirty here from cabin 1. Certainly plenty of stuff to do behind me, and I don't want to even nearly suggest that cabin 1 is just about done. But having the plumbing, electrical, the water coming in, all of that done, all the mechanical stuff, that is fantastic. So I'm pretty excited to kind of move on from that on cabin 1. So of course I take all lessons learned here from cabin 1 and I apply it to cabin 3. So cabin 3, I just mounted the service panel on the back, the sub panel on the back of cabin 3 yesterday. I pulled 3 or 4 of the circuits. Everything went like clockwork because I really wasn't trying to work through anything. I really kind of knew what was supposed to happen. So getting all this stuff up and going on cabin 3 is going to be much quicker than it was here on cabin 1. I mean, that's probably obvious. And then cabin 2 here, once I get going on cabin 2, I mean, Rebecca made a joke the other day. She's like, it might only take you a month to get up and finished with cabin 2, but you know, we'll see. We'll see how things go. So, all right, guys, listen, hey, let me know what you think of my plumbing job below. If you see anything that stands out that needs to be corrected, please let me know. I was a Marine for 20 years. I've got thick skin. You're not going to hurt me. You're not going to hurt my feelings. All right, guys. Hey, thanks for hanging out. Say hi to all our new subscribers, and we'll see you on the next one.